Hello, YouTube. It's Flower here. Today we are starting episode 1 of my survival permadeath attempt.
He loves that.
And welcome in. I'm just going to be playing as the base character Nate.
Hey, how's my little guy?
And I'm going to be
Much
trying
better
my
now, huh?
best to
Listen, after breakfast,
do a
I was thinking we could
deathless
head to the
Fallout
park
4
for a bit.
playthrough.
Weather should hold up.
Sounds fun.
Will it be like that night in the park a year ago?
Sir, Mom, you should come and see this.
We're just going to get right into it. If you guys don't know me, I'm a streamer over on Twitch. Flower tinted glasses.
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes.
And I do a lot of crowd
Sounds
control.
Explosions.
So if you like that, go
They're,
watch me on Twitch when I'm live. I stream every day.
What?
We seem to have lost
What did
contact
he
with our
say?
affiliate stations.
But I wanted to get more involved on YouTube, so this is a private series for you guys on
Coming
YouTube.
in. That's
It's just Let's Play
confirmed
content.
reports. I repeat, confirmed reports.
I'm gonna
of
record
nuclear
20-minute
detonations
episodes.
in New York and
And yeah,
Pennsylvania.
welcome to episode
My
1.
God.
And the nukes are going off just on time.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna kind of show you
We need to
my
get to the vault.
survival permadeath
Now!
strategies. Now, I'm not like the best survival permadeath player by any means, but I wanted to give it my own attempt. So let's get invested. I guess I can put a death counter if we do end up dying, although I might just start a new series if this character dies.
Not on the list. You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me.
We're gonna see how far we can take it.
We're on the list. Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
One thing that I will let you guys know about,
Outside the gate.
Everything we step on the
we are doing a survival permadeath crowd control playthrough over on Twitch, which is much harder than this one. This one is just mostly vanilla.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
One thing I will say that is a little bit different is I'm allowing myself to use as many companions as I want with a mod. It won't really affect the early game, but it just lets me get companion quests done quicker, and I also just think it's more realistic if you were gonna run a companion that you would have all of them anyway. Like, the raiders always have a team. Why don't I have a team? It just like was always an immersion breaking thing that I would only be able to bring one person.
We made it.
If that sounds
We're okay.
for some reason like a deal breaker to you and watching a run, okay.
Step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs
It won't
in
matter for the
orderly
first half of the run
fashion.
anyway,
No
because
need
we're doing
to
Lone
worry,
Wanderer.
folks. We'll get everyone situated in your
But
new
yeah,
home.
it's just something to
Vault 111.
make the game fun.
Better future underground.
I like running multiple companions.
Up the stairs. Just this
I like seeing them all react to the world at the same time. Kind of see how they react differently to situations and whatnot.
You'll need your suits before we can take you closer.
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
But I'm super excited.
It's gone.
The early game,
Our home.
not gonna lie, first like 3 episodes, probably gonna be what you've seen before in other survival playthroughs.
I know this is a difficult.
But if you like that or you just want to learn about it, I highly recommend watching.
prepared for the future.
Not really gonna cut out much in terms of travel. I mean, I'll cut out travel time if it's tedious in future episodes. A little bit. I'm not gonna hugely edit this.
Step in here and put your vault suit on.
I won't even record if I'm just base building. But the early game is gonna be a lot of just cheesing the early levels,
Contaminate and depressurize
setting up so we don't die.
before we head deeper in the vault.
Permadeath, the consequences are very, very permanent.
For a whole new life.
Duh.
Resident secure.
But with permanent consequences means we gotta try hard a little bit.
Vitals normal. Procedure complete. In
I'm super curious as to how many episodes this will end up being.
3,
If it'll be like a 10 episode series and I die to something dumb, or if it goes the distance and lasts a long time. Only time will tell. I hope you'll stick around to find out. How many times have y'all seen this cutscene, Fallout fans? I've seen it way too many times.
suspended.
No, Kellogg, let me out. Kind of being quiet. People who haven't played this before can watch.
I'm not giving you Sean.
My wife. You bastard. Yeah, I can't wait to get into this and give you guys like my strategies. My goal for this is that people out there on YouTube will watch this and use it as maybe a guide, maybe a walkthrough, and give their own survival runs an attempt. I find that if you just treat the world with respect and patience, survival is pretty fun. I think every time you disrespect the world, you end up dying.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, God!
And that's kind of fascinating to me. If you notice, we just got... We might not have gotten it.
I'll find who did this. And I'll get Sean.
I was going to show you guys something, but I can't show you yet.
I promise.
I need my Pip-Boy. One thing I will say, early game, take all the junk items you can. You're more than likely going to have Sanctuary as your first base, so you might as well store it with some junk. So let's talk about survival difficulty a bit, since gotta talk about something while I'm just going through the motions. Can't be completely quiet. You have to forgive me as I get used to this. I haven't really done talking to myself style recordings in years. I've usually just been streaming on Twitch, but let's give it a chance. So anyway, survival difficulty, a little bit about it. You have increased damage. Enemies do more damage to you. Makes the game feel way more realistic. Makes things like stealth more important. Makes hitting your shots more important and taking less damage more important. But notably, despite it being the game's hardest difficulty, like I said, you do more damage, so the enemies aren't very tanky. So a lot of times engagements go very quickly on both sides. You either die quickly or the enemies die quickly. That creates a very immersive experience. On top of that, immersion in fighting. You have immersion in drinking water, eating food, needing to take medicine, and getting addicted. You have to find doctors to fix limbs. You need to find doctors to cure radiation. Taking the medicine in the wild to cure those things does work, but doctors are often gonna make it much more convenient, especially with something like radiation. If you take radiation medicine in survival, you're more likely to get diseases, versus if you cure radiation at a doctor, you're not. So I find myself very rarely taking Radaway and very often taking trips to the doctor, which is kind of immersive. If you get irradiated, like, you would think something that serious, you'd want to go to the doctor. To top it off of the immersion, though, you need sleep. And you get debuffed based on the different meters going down. A little bit more on the immersion scale, we have to deal with no fast travel. But Fallout 4 actually has a very small map, so you'll find that no fast travel is often not that big of a deal. That being said, I do find myself sprinting everywhere a lot. That often means that I value items that increase my endurance, because endurance increases your health as well as reduces the action points needed to sprint everywhere. A lot of players will often say something like, oh, you don't need health if you just don't get hit. But obviously, bullshit's gonna happen. Sometimes an enemy's gonna see you when they shouldn't, or they're gonna throw a grenade at like an NPC and then it just happens to be right by you. Like, there's just bad luck in life and in video games. So taking bad luck into consideration, you should mitigate for it. So endurance to me is the ultimate, pretty much the ultimate survival stat. For me at least. So I like to max it out early. And honestly, a big part of that is also just the convenience. Your action points draining slower when you sprint means that when you're forced to not be able to fast travel, you can run everywhere for longer periods of time. And that time saved sprinting instead of walking does add up when you're literally forced to walk everywhere. So trust me, if you're gonna take any advice from this, get your endurance to 10, like right away. It gives you your best chances of tanking early game hits. Molotovs become way less one-shotty. They're still pretty one-shotty, but you can level up a little bit. You become a lot less trade. And it also means your armor is more impactful. Your armor's not going to be that impactful if you don't have a health pool. So if you want stats like armor to matter, if you really if you want anything in the game to matter, you want endurance. Now, your other option is basically full-on sneak. I'm going to give you a hint. Sneak and endurance aren't mutually exclusive, so I'm also going to be going some agility eventually. And what you're going to find is that I end up maxing out a lot of these stats up here and not taking as many perks as you would think I would. Because even though the perks are fun, the stats themselves are kind of what makes you stronger. Things that I will be taking for sure is like deal more damage, no brainer. Convenience perks like Aqua Boy, I kind of like having, because then you can use rivers as highways. Stuff like that. But yeah, I am going to be sneaking a lot. I'm going to be healthy to avoid bad luck, and I'm going to be trying to complete the railroad quest to get good armor. Because at the end of the day, you just want to mitigate for risk. Earlier today, I'll let you know, I was playing crowd control survival and Permadeath, and I thought that I was hot shit because my chat couldn't kill me, and then one viewer spawned in 3 super mutant behemoths, and the first one didn't get me, but I was hiding to shoot at it when he spawned the second one behind me, and there was nowhere to go, so I got popped. Now, unfortunately, most of this episode is being spent in this little vault and just kind of talking about what's going to happen. But I should be uploading daily, so expect another upload tomorrow. If you want to see my special stats, here they are. 9 endurance, 6 strength, 3 charisma, 3 agility, 5 luck. If you want to know why, 6 strength is so we have strong back. I like getting more carry weight. 9 endurance is so that I can upgrade it to 10 with the special book. 3 charismas to get the Lone Wanderer perk, because it increases your carry weight and also makes you take less damage. Agility is at 3 because that's all I could really afford to put it at while getting the minimums for everything else. Luck is at 5 to get the Idiot Savant perk to level us up faster. Because really leveling up fast is the key to not dying in permadeath.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Now, if I don't get cheesed, I expect this series to be a very long one. And continuing. I imagine it will be many, many, many episodes if I somehow complete it. Because the episodes are 20 minutes. And you can't get a ton done in 20 minutes in Fallout. Again, just gathering more junk for our first settlement. And I will cut out a lot of settlement building in later episodes, but you might get to see a lot of it, if not all of it, for these early episodes. Just so you can kind of see what my goal is. I do participate in the settlement building system. You don't have to for survival, but it's a benefit to have places to save, because you can only save at beds. And if you're doing permadeath, it's just a benefit to have locations for safety reasons and to build up. First thing you do in a run is talk to Codsworth.
Oh, it's
Codsworth? You're still here.
And I'll go through the dialogue for people who haven't heard it before.
Other people could still be alive too.
Well, of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International?
Uh-huh.
But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the wife see you in that state, hmm? Where is the missus, by the way?
She's in a better place.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game.
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you...
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner.
Oh, Codsworth.
Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
Codsworth, you're acting... a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing! And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
Great idea.
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, sir.
And that's where we'll continue in the next episode. Bye-bye.